Good morning, everybody on Facebook. I have a food for thought this morning. Sitting on the porch again with my coffee. Something on my mind. This is Monday morning. The grandkids and my son's done left for youth camp today. Excited about what's about to happen with them. And I was thinking about the message that Pastor preached on Sunday about sometimes it's not a battle. Sometimes you're just being stretched. But it made me got to thinking about watching my kids just move to a different home. And when you move to a different place, you don't take everything with you. And my daughter-in-law made the statement. She said, since I've moved, she said, my other house was full and this one just feels empty. And what she was talking about was she's got walls now that she has no pictures to hang because this house is bigger than the house that she left. And some of the things that she moved that she needed, well, she brought, but some things she left behind. It really got me to thinking, if you're renting a home and then you move, you don't take everything with you. You go into something new, like the bathroom, the kitchen, those kind of things. In some places, the refrigerator, the stove, the dishwasher. But you go to someplace new, you don't take all that stuff with you. It belonged in that place. And what's in the new home is there waiting on you to use when you get there. And it got me to thinking about being who we are. God is moving us and stretching us, and we're growing and we're learning, and He's wanting us, like our pastor said on Sunday, going from glory to glory to glory. And sometimes that will stretch you. You'll go through things that you think you would have never went through. You'll deal with things that you never dreamed that you could have because God is stretching you. He's changing you to fit where you're about to be. Because if you remain where you're at, you're never going to step into anything new. And His mercies is new every morning, or ever how you say that, His mercies are new every morning. I'm country. That's how I talk. But God wants us to have something new. And not just in this life, but in the spirit. We're constantly growing, forever learning. And I like where David said, Lord, give me a teachable spirit. I never want to get to the place where I think I know it all. And somebody comes to me with something and, oh, I already know that. No, give me a teachable spirit that I can always be willing to learn something new. And I love it when there are times that God will just drop something in my spirit. And when my daughter-in-law said that about her house feels empty because now she's got to fill it up with something new. Because what fit in the old place don't fit here. And when they moved, they even left things behind, the things that were broken, because you don't pay attention to it when you live there every day. And then when you go to move to someplace new, you say, I'm not going to take that with me. It won't fit where I'm going because now it's time for something new. And why am I going to hang something up on the wall that's broken just because it'll fit, because it don't belong there anymore? I have to get something new because I'm going to someplace new. And I also got to thinking about being stretched when you're going through battles, because the last couple of weeks or so, I have been stretched. And I was thinking, man, why this battle? And I've talked to my sister about things like this. Sometimes it's not a battle. Everything's not a battle. I ask myself when they show up, what am I supposed to learn here? Because I think if I learn something here, then I won't have to face this again. And then I've also learned, if I feel like I'm being stretched, then I must not have learned what I was supposed to have learned. So sometimes we get stretched, and it's just God showing us you're not where you or needing to be at the moment. So this is going to annoy you. I think of a rubber band. When you pull it and you let it go back, it goes back to exactly the way it was before it was pulled. But I don't believe that's the kind of stretching that God wants from us. He wants to stretch us to get us to a new place and grow in that stretching, that when the battle stops or the hard time ends, that we remain in that place until the next time we get stretched again for the new level, going from glory to glory, and keep learning and growing. Because if we go back to where we was, then there's no advantage to having been stretched. So my prayer is, God, stretch me, teach me so that I can learn, because there's new levels, there's new things in him that I want, to keep on knowing him more. So if you're being stretched, remember, it's not always the battle. It's not always the enemy coming against you. It may be that God's just taking you to the next level because he wants more for you. His word says, beloved, I wish above all that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. So he wants more for us than what we've got now. And it could be a new job. It could be a new home. But he wants something new. But he wants you to learn of him in everything that you do. You see that he's in it. So if you're being stretched, let it grow you. Don't go back to where you was and what you was. But in that stretching, learn of him. We already know he is good. He is God. He is more than enough. He's at the beginning. He's at the end. He's Alpha and he's Omega. So why not allow him in every aspect of your life and know that his hand is in your, it's in your life at all times. And he's wanting you to grow in him, know more of him, and it all be about him. That's my food for thought for this day. God bless y'all.